Yes, people wipe away, and it had to be Chelsea. They are trying to swoop in and steal Mykhaylo Mudryk from under Arsenal's grasp. Let's talk about it. As always, let me know in the comment section down below where you believe Mykhaylo Mudryk will end up in this January transfer window. And while you're down there, make sure you subscribe on my road to 2,000 subscribers. So Arsenal been the driving seat for this young Ukrainian basically the whole January transfer window, if not before. We've been in direct talks twice now. He's top of our wish list, but who swoops in? Chelsea Football Club, like they always seem to do. It's literally a carbon copy of Rafinha deal last summer, and even he didn't end up going to Chelsea. He ended up going to Barcelona. So why is Chelsea going to Mudryk significant, and does it impact the man actually coming to Arsenal Football Club? Here's my thoughts on it. First, do I think Mudryk will go Chelsea? Absolutely not. I'm giving it a less than 2% chance of this man ending up at Stamford Bridge. Will he be at the Emirates? I'm not entirely sure. I still think he will come Arsenal, but there's absolutely no chance he's going Chelsea. I think he's going to be at the Emirates or he's going to stay at Shakhtar Donetsk. That's my thoughts behind it. Why is that? First of all, the player has expressed he wants to come to Arsenal. He's made that crystal clear. Not in one interview, in one spoken part of his anything he said, not even interpreted, has he said he wants to come to Chelsea. He's spoken about the Premier League, and of course players don't have the allegiances that fans have to certain clubs, etc. But he's made it crystal clear he wants to come to Arsenal. Arsenal is his priority. We are a better proposition than Chelsea Football Club. And that's the first time in a long time, let's be honest. Arsenal have always had the history over Chelsea, more traditional club, a more historic football club than Chelsea. But Chelsea had the edge because they could always say, right, I know Arsenal are a big club in the past and everything, they've got traditions, one of the biggest clubs in England, but we've got success right now. You come to us, we'll challenge for trophies. They haven't even got that anymore. They're 10th in the table. So Chelsea have nothing over Arsenal to convince a player to come to them over going to Arsenal. They're a more unstable club than the Gunners. Will Potter even be there past 6 months, let's be completely honest. Arsenal shown a more stable and sustainable growth, and they've got a massive fan base behind them. So Mudryk will always want to come to Arsenal over Chelsea. All this bid does for Chelsea, who seem to have money out of nowhere, they've got endless supplies of money it seems, is the only club that's really happy about that is Shakhtar Donetsk. They're laughing right now. They're literally like rubbing their hands together saying, this is perfect, because now we just have a bidding war. Chelsea are literally just a massive cock block. They've just come in and just stopped Arsenal getting a deal done easily. Because now all they have to do is, Shakhtar Donetsk go, right, Arsenal, how much are you paying for Mudryk? I will give you 55, maybe a couple add-ons. All right, Chelsea, what are you giving us? Chelsea go, oh, we can give you more than that. Then it's, Arsenal, we have to go, okay, we have to give you more now. Because Shakhtar Donetsk, they're only looking out for themselves. The player wants to come to Arsenal, but they don't care, man. They're like, whatever club gives us more money, you're going there. And I'm sure Mudryk wants to come to Arsenal, but at the same time, Chelsea to Arsenal is not a massive drop-off. His priority is Arsenal, but at the same time, he wants to come to the Premier League, as every young player's dream is, especially the ones abroad. They want to go to the Premier League, and Chelsea is a great club to be at in the Premier League. So he's not going to kick up a fuss over that. It's not like they're blocked him fully moving from Shakhtar Donetsk. The reason I believe, though, that he will come to Arsenal over Chelsea is because I just don't see Chelsea signing this player. I just don't. I know they've done it before. They've got a track record. For example, Willian, of course, ages ago when Tottenham were fully in for him and they just swooped in last second and stole Willian from Tottenham. But Chelsea aren't that club. They've got bigger problems at hand. I've spoken at length about Chelsea in my video about Enzo Fernandez potentially joining them. That seems dead in the water now. That club has just hired a new manager and they cannot get any results. I'm praying and hoping they get a result tonight against Man City to help Arsenal. But they just can't seem to get results. What they're trying to do is they're trying to fix problems with money. You don't fix problems with money instantly. What Potter needs to do is he needs to get that club and start imprinting his style on the current players at the football club. There's no point converting this man into a checkbook manager. He's always been a project manager that does what he can with a limited set of tools. That is the manager he is. You don't give those type of people a checkbook straight away. You tell him, look, Potter, right now you've inherited this squad. They're not the best. You've got personalities, you've got players that are aging, players that are really young. Do what you can with this squad, and then maybe in the summer, you tell us where you need additions. That would be the smart way to approach this problem at Chelsea. But no, these men want to sign everyone and anyone. Nkunku, they want to get this Wesley Fofana guy they got from Leicester. They're signing apparently this guy from Monaco. The deal's been done, a young centre-back. Good-looking player, but still. Now they want Mudryk as well. They were in for Enzo Fernandez. Every player that can kick a football and is currently breathing, Chelsea are interested in. All this interest in Mudryk is that they're just looking, is that they said they're interested in him. Like, they want the player. But I don't see it being concrete. We know Shakhtar Donetsk's CEO is coming over to London today to discuss terms with Chelsea around the deal. And it's just annoying me, man, because All it is just making Arsenal's job harder. It's going to become a war of attrition between the parties now, because now it's a bidding war between Arsenal and Chelsea for this man. And if it's a bidding war, more often than not, Chelsea will beat Arsenal. But Chelsea are looking at multiple prospects. How much money can this club really spend? Like, let's be completely honest with it. They're throwing money at everyone, it seems. They can't spend over like 200, 300 million this window. I refuse to believe it. Shakhtar Donetsk are looking at 88 million for Mykhaylo Mudryk. Arsenal nowhere near that valuation. We're looking at around the 60, 65 mark. They need to be brought down. And I think they will be brought down as a transfer window bears on. I think Shakhtar Donetsk are more likely to come down and Arsenal are to go up, to be honest. But just Chelsea being in there, it's like just an external party that's just affecting the whole negotiations and just giving more power to Shakhtar Donetsk than it is to Arsenal. So why don't I believe the player will go to Chelsea? And why do I believe he will still end up at Arsenal Football Club? It's the player. The player has made it crystal clear that he wants to come to Arsenal. He's even liked posts about memes of him being in jail right now, like being in prison. He wants to come to Arsenal. He will get that move. I'm convinced. The player will force it through one way or another. Arsenal want this player. Arteta made it crystal clear he needs attacking options, given he made 0 attacking substitutions against Newcastle. In the game at home when you're 0-0 and chasing a goal, the man did not fancy anyone. Not even Fabio Vieira, Marquinhos. He's like, I've got no bench options. That was crystal clear for me that this man is screaming out for signings in attacking areas. We're looking at Mudryk. We're looking at João Felix. Mudryk is number 1 target. We're going to get it done, I believe. I really do. I think we're not going to make the same mistake twice that we did last season, not signing any players in January. This season, we will get it done. I'm convinced. I think Chelsea are just here to throw a spanner in the works. I really don't believe they've got a chance to get this Mudryk guy over the line. They've spent money in other areas. They're already looking at a striker, I believe. They've signed a Monaco young French centre-back. They're just here saying they're interested in the player, but they know internally that Arsenal are leading this player, and they're just there just in case something falls through for Arsenal. That's the only way it goes to Chelsea. But we are in the driving seat. The only way Arsenal do not sign Mudryk is if we don't want to, I believe. That is the only way. If Arsenal do what needs to be done, we will get this player. Chelsea do not have a chance. They are behind us in the pecking order. Hopefully Mudryk comes to Arsenal because we really do need this player at the club. We're screaming out for attacking options. And that game against Tottenham, although it's 2 weeks away, it's coming a lot quicker. Trust me, that North London derby is going to be a massive game. We need the bounce back. After that draw, it felt like a loss to Newcastle. Let me know in the comment section down below whether you believe Mudryk will be at Arsenal or Chelsea in this transfer window, or even stay at Shakhtar Donetsk. That's definitely an option for the player. And while you're down there, make sure you subscribe on my road to 2,000. I've been Football and I hope to see you all in my next video.